Hey everyone, I'm Glenn Derby with TrenchTraining.com, and I am here to talk to you about temptation. Temptation is a test of a person's ability to choose good instead of evil. So why is it important for us to talk about temptation? Well, one of the things that keeps us from our goals, and one of the things that keeps us from achieving the highest level that our body or our minds are capable of, is temptation. And temptation is something that comes into our lives regardless of where you are or where you're at in your life. You will have temptation. And temptation is basically something that's going to prevent you from becoming your best. So today in our article, I discuss a lot of what kind of happened with me in temptations and what kept me away from reaching a higher potential than I did. I mean, I did pretty well, but I could have done a lot better. I didn't, and I'm okay with it, and I learned the lessons that I had to learn. But one of the things that in this is I'm trying to help you all to get further along and to be able to learn from some of the mistakes that I made. So the 4 ways to keep temptations to a minimum that I have found is the biggest one is to have solid goals. Know what your goals are. For me, when I was young, I didn't really have goals other than I wanted to do great and feel good. Those are pretty much what my goals were. And I think it's more important now that we know, and I think that it was known back then, but not to the degree, and the information wasn't as easily accessible to find what those goals were. So have solid goals. Number 2, surround yourself with like-minded people. And by this I mean, we can have like-minded people that don't have our best interests in heart. It really, my mind, I know over the years has had different, my mindness has been different depending on what's going on in my life and where I want to be. So you got to be careful with this one. And when I say surround yourself with like-minded people, it's more if you want to reach your goals, which I'm assuming that most of you that are reading this and watching this are football players who want to become great football players. So surround yourself with those people that are working towards those goals, working out, eating right, staying away from temptation, doing the things that are going to better the team, doing things that are going to better themselves so that they can become better players. The third thing that I think is important is to get help. It's not shameful to get help or ask for help. What's shameful is when you do go and you say to somebody, hey, I really could use some help with this. Would you be willing to do it? And I find this a lot because people will come to me and ask me for help, and I start to say, well, I would suggest you try to do this or this, and first thing I hear is they're making excuses. They're saying, no, I can't do that. That doesn't, no, I don't agree with that. I would never do that. Well, here's the thing. You asked for the help. So when you ask for the help, what the best thing to do is to listen to what the person says, either write it down or put it somewhere in memory, because there's been times where I know I've asked for help and I heard it and I thought, that doesn't fit me. Well, it didn't fit me at that time, but then years down the way, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I remember what that person said. So, that made a lot of sense. And as I look back on my life, a lot of the things people were telling me, if I would have paid more attention or listened to what they were saying, I would have and would have applied it in my life, then I know I would have been much better off. But because our minds are immature or they're just not ready yet to hear the information that's coming, don't go and get help and then just poo-poo it all and just say, whatever. Some people are going to give you help that you're never going to agree with, and that's totally fine. I know for myself, people have tried to give me help, and I've not agreed with the help that they gave me, and I chose to ignore it and not use it. And that's fine, because even today, looking back, some of those people that helped, I don't think that the help that they were given would have been beneficial for me. But the key is to be able to feel okay with going to others and getting help. Mentors, pastors, coaches, life coaches, counselors, teachers, parents, other parents. Maybe your parents you don't want to hear and don't agree with, but how about other parents? Okay? There's a lot of people out there that are willing to help you. And then the fourth thing is this is so important, And I heard it a million times when I was a kid, and well, maybe not a million, but I heard it a lot. And it is so important to realize that your football career is not going to be very long. It's typically majority of players play about 6 years, 4 to 6 years, and that's it. So if you're talking about a lifespan of 70 years and you're working on this career right now and it's going to only be 4 to 6 years, you got to pay attention and you got to get your goals concise and you got to work hard at it. Otherwise, so let's just use some of the examples. So you're 13, you start playing football, you play all the way up until you're 18, and then your career is done. And then from 18 till 70, you look back and regret and go, oh man, I really wish I would have done this or done that or done more here or worked out harder here or listened to that coach or to go hang with better people, go do those things. Your life is going to be so much better off. And I know most of you that are watching this are young, you have young minds. You're not even to the age of 18 yet. And so you've got so many things going on in your head that are tempting you, teasing you, taking you away from that. But it's really, I think, I had an agent one time who told me, Glenn, I wish I could take a little pill and give you this pill that has all the knowledge and experience that I have, because I know if you took this pill, you would be way better off in your career and the things that you chose and the things that you wanted to do. So it's really important, I think, to realize that there's a ton of temptations out there. In the article, I mentioned a bunch of temptations that I had. It's important that we realize that the temptations are there and to realize that they are going to keep us from our goals and to realize that we need to set goals. Otherwise, we'll just float around from this temptation to this temptation to this temptation, and pretty soon it's like, it's over. And you're like, oh my God, it's over. So we are going live tomorrow night. This is Monday, September, 12th. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, we will be live on Facebook, and we will be discussing temptation. So I hope you can join us at 9 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday evening, that would be September 13th at 9 p.m. Come check us out live on our website, or our Facebook page. It is Trench Training, all one word, and we would love to see you there. And if you have any questions, please comment. It really helps to get our word out there if you guys will share this video, share this article, share the website. Just share to everybody you know. And please ask questions. If you don't agree with something, Steve and I are totally okay with that. Please just give us your opinion, and we'll discuss it. And we don't all have the same opinions, but we do all, hopefully all of us in these sites and settings are trying to help kids become better football players and, more importantly, better people. So hope you all play big, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Have a great day.